Welcome to Persephone Resort. Are you going to be a guest with us here this weekend? Oh, terrific. Can I get your name, please? All right, just a moment. Fantastic, I found you. So you're going to be getting our all-inclusive package, is that correct? Great. All right, so that's going to, we're going to start you off today essentially with a fin care consultation by Ariel. Yes. And then we'll move on to a mermaid ear cleaning. Yeah, well, we offer wellness services as well, so that's part of the package. Oh, it's fantastic, yeah. And then we'll have you do a mermaid finicure. Okay. And followed by a facial cleansing treatment. And then a relaxing hair wash. A shoulder and neck massage. Then a mermaid tail wrap. Does that sound good? Yeah, that's kind of the grand finale. It's absolutely delightful. Okay, well, I'll actually be helping you in between each session to kind of point you in the right direction so that you don't get lost. It's a bit tricky here as we do have a lot of buildings here located on the resort itself. Now, we base the resort on land specifically because we do have diverse clientele, but we have swim-up stations for some of the locations. Definitely. Or you can just wear your amulet, whatever you prefer. Okay, great. Well, I'm going to walk you over to the fin care consultation room then, and Ariel will be able to help you. Great. Hello there. Yeah, please come in. Make yourself comfortable. My name's Ariel. Nice to meet you. And your name is? Terrific. So then you're at my 11 o'clock, right? Great. Perfect. So, as I understand it by the notes here, you're here for a fin care consultation, is that correct? Now, I'm just going to kind of ask you a few basic questions about your fin and your medical history, things like that, so I can get kind of a clearer picture of a fin care routine that might work best for you. Okay? Is that all right? Perfect. So now, are you currently taking any supplements for your fin? And have you had any issues in the past? Algae buildup? Any wounds of any sort? Barnacles, things like that? Alright. And is there any history, family medical history that I should know about pertaining to your fin or your tail, or any MER issues really? Perfect. Alrighty then, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have you get yourself comfortable and go ahead and remove your amulet so that I can take a closer look at your fin. Okay? Now, we'll be looking at your entire tail today with kind of a focus on the fin area, but I just like to give kind of an overall checkup, I guess you could say, and then recommend the products that are right for your fin type, okay? Alright, so, yeah, just go ahead and put your hand up there. Perfect. Let me take a look. Okay. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. You just have a few dry spots here and there. The salt water can do that, so it's perfectly normal. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of clear off some of the debris. I have a cleanser here. Alright, and what I'm going to do is just lightly brush your tail and your fin with the cleanser to get off all of the surface dust and dirt, any buildup that you might have, and that way I can search for any fissures and things of that variety, okay? Okay. All right. Weather's been terrific today, huh? Yeah. I actually took a dip this morning and it was so refreshing. I like to go out in the lagoon there. Yeah, my favorite spot. And again, I have quite a few friends over there, and I like to pay my friend Flounder a visit every now and again. Have a cup of tea. Not that he drinks tea, of course. He's more of an algae lover, but I enjoy a good cup of salted caramel brew. Alright. Okay, so let me take a look now at what we have. Okay. Let me just jot down a few notes. I just see looks like some cracked areas. So what I'll do is I'll apply a special ointment to them. And all of the products I'll be using here are basically, they contain C derivatives, so in extracts, things of that nature. You'll find a lot of algae, a lot of clam extract, some oyster shell, powders, things like that. We also have a terrific seaweed wrap. Yeah, if you're interested next time, definitely. But the cream I'll be using on you, the moisturizer, actually has seaweed extract in it, so you'll get some benefit there. What I like to do is I like to keep a file of all my clients, and that way next time when you come back, I won't need to get all of the details again. I'll have kind of a record. Okay. So I'm going to apply moisturizer now. You really only need about a dime size amount. Well, I guess a sand dollar would be the equivalent. And then you just kind of massage it into your hands first, and then you gently apply it onto your tail and your fin. And you want to be sure to get the edge of your fin there. Yeah, a lot of people forget that, and that's the area that can really suffer from tears and other kind of painful issues, uncomfortable issues, so you really need to be careful of that. You don't look like you have any issues there, but over time it can kind of wear on your fins, especially if you're diving a lot. Okay. I'm gonna more attention to the dry spots here and really massage it in. Now your scales look great, they do. They have a really nice sheen to them, and they still have a very a good amount of water protectant, so I'm not going to apply any additional products that are kind of, along those lines. Now, do you use sun protectant quite often? Okay, yeah, you do want to use that on a regular basis. I'll give you some today, a sample for you to try, just because the UV rays are, rather vicious on our tails, so cause a lot of color fading. Now, have you ever colored your tail before? Okay. That is the moisturizer. Just jot down a few notes. This is actually the sun cream that I was telling you about. You only apply it about once a month. It's a base protectant, so you can apply your normal sun cream on top of it on a daily basis if you're going to be heading out. It helps minimize the sun glare that reflects off the surface of the water, and that can really damage your scales. So this one you actually have to use a little cotton pad. I recommend it anyway because it can kind of have some adverse reactions if it gets in contact with the oils on your fingertips. So I always use a cotton pad for this one. Okay. Apply a light coat. This one you just kind of want to quickly go over your tail and your fin. Just like that. Already looking, a lot better, more hydrated. Now, do you transform quite often? Okay, so you spend most of your time as a mermaid. Okay. Then I'm going to give you, or recommend one other product. I'll give you a sample too, just so you can try it out and see if it's something you might like. We sell all these products here as well. This one is actually a saltwater, I guess it's deflector, so it basically helps you to fend off the negative effects that salt water can do to your tail and your skin for that matter. In fact, it's specifically made for skin, but a lot of mermaids do use it on their tail and fins because it's great for scales too, I find anyway. Some people do have adverse reactions. I had one merman in here a few weeks ago, and he tried to use it on his scales, and he broke out in kind of a nasty rash. So we'll test it out in a small area, just to make sure there's no discomfort or any burning sensations or anything like that. I swear by it, and I have several clients who swear by it. So give it a try. It's in kind of a lotion form. You just apply this once a month again, and it's mainly a hydrating formula because that's really what we need. All of these harsh substances in the ocean can sometimes really dry us out. I mean, they're all natural elements, but they can Yes, have some unexpected side effects. So, put that on. I'm actually just going to try a little bit of your arm, and then I'll do a little bit of your fin here, and we'll make sure that. How does that feel? Okay, good. I'll go ahead and apply it then, kind of generously. Perfect. I'm also writing down all these products that I am showing you just in case you do want to purchase at an earlier time. You can always come back, and I'm more than happy to help you with that. Also, we have a full service spa, as I was mentioning earlier. So we offered seaweed wraps, fin peels, so sugar scrubs. So let me take one quick look again at your tail and your fin just to make sure everything is in tip-top shape. Alright. It's looking great. Okay. Well, I'm going to give you a few samples. I'm going to give you all the protectants that I showed you in the moisturizer. I'm even going to give you a sample of the cleanser. That way you can give that a try as well. Yeah, just use it usually right before going to bed at night, or when you emerge from the water. That'll do the trick too. Okay. So is there anything else I can help you out with today? No? Okay. Well, no, it was no trouble at all. It was actually a pleasure meeting you, and I hope to see you again here soon. Okay. Oh, and remember, my name's Erin, so if you need anything, you just give us a ring, and I'll be more than happy to help you with any questions or concerns you might have. Terrific. How was that? Oh yeah, I know she knows her stuff. She's very knowledgeable about all the products, definitely. Well, I'm going to walk you over to the ear cleaning area now. It's a very private space, so you won't have to worry about anyone bothering you. It's very relaxing, actually. Okay, it's right over here. Hi, please come in, have a seat. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Dr. Bloom. I'll be helping you with your ear cleaning today. Now, from your notes, I can tell that you do have mermaid lineage, correct? Alright. Okay, I understand. So you're wearing your amulet right now that's helping you with the transition. Okay. Well, no, if you ever do want to come in here, we do have a swim-up bay because we do cater to a wide range of magical beings. So that will be no trouble at all. Yeah. Okay, but if you're more comfortable like this, that's no trouble. So I'm just going to get some basic information from you, and then we'll get started. All right. Terrific. I already have your name and your contact information. I just basically need to know about the nature of your the ear issues you've been having. Okay. So now, when did the problem begin? So it's just in your left ear there. All right. And now, is it a pain or is it more of a pressure? Okay. Well, I know for a fact that quite often with mermaids, and mermen for that matter, equality after all, I do find a lot of water behind the eardrum and different things of that nature, different underwater ear concerns. So I'll take a look at all of that when we're examining your ears. And I know that you said it's just one ear that's been troubling you, but I'm going to go ahead and examine both of them just to be safe. Okay. Terrific. Now, when was the last time you had an ear exam of any kind? Is it not too long ago? Great, that's all I need. So what I'm going to do is the first thing is I'm going to look in the affected ear. I'm just going to shine a light in there and just get a better view of it. And then I'll go ahead and check the other ear. And then I'll do a little bit of a light cleaning just to get all the debris out of there if I find anything. And then if there is an issue that I think needs to be addressed, I'll go ahead and prescribe some drops for you. How does that sound? Terrific. So I'm going to start with the left ear, the one that's been bothering you. So let me just, perfect. Okay. I'm going to blow on it very gently, just to try to see how the eardrum reacts. Looks like you have a bit of irritation there. I see. Looks like a little bit of algae buildup in there, which is quite common. Yeah, I see that rather frequently, actually. Okay. Well, yeah, mermaids, for instance, have seaweed, algae, those kinds of concerns. Sea moss. And fairies will have pollen, things of that variety. So the different species, I guess you could say, they all have their different ailments when it comes to their auditory senses. Okay. Let me just take some notes. Look in the other ear now, just to see what we have going on there. Okay. I'm not really seeing any of the irritation. A little bit of redness there on the side, but nothing to be concerned about. You do have a little bit of moss in this ear, so I'll clean that out when I'm doing the ear cleaning. Okay. Terrific. Now, what I'm going to use is just a very soft material here. It's attached to an instrument, and I have some cleaner here. It has a variety of different natural plant-based cleansers, so yeah, it's completely hypoallergenic. And I'm just going to put some here. Great. And I'm going to go in the ear that's been troubling you first, and we're going to get all that algae and seaweed and traces of moss out of there just to cleanse the area so that I can see if there are any further concerns that I need to take care of with eardrops and things like that, okay? Right. It's not going to hurt a bit. In fact, it might be a little tingling, hopefully. Okay. It doesn't hurt a bit, does it? I'm getting quite a lot out of there. In fact, let me get some more cleanser and a fresh cotton. There. All right. We're going to go ahead and do the other ear now. Just very lightly. A little bit of debris in there. I'll get that out. You know, I was cleaning the mermaid's ear about 2 years ago. I found a pearl in there. She didn't even know she had it in there. She hadn't been having ear problems though for a number of years, so who knows how long it had been hiding in there. Might have even been created in there. After all, that's how oysters make their pearls, huh? Irritation. Okay, terrific. How are you feeling? Good. Okay. So, what I'm going to do now, I think we are going to need some eardrops for that, for the irritated ear. Just to kind of reduce the inflammation, and it's going to help you relieve some of that pressure that you've been feeling. I think a lot of it isn't necessarily to do with the seaweed, but the water that is in there. So I'm going to write you out a prescription for that, and you can actually have it filled at the pharmacy right here in the lobby. Yeah. Now, are there any other concerns that you would like me to kind of take a look at while you're here? Okay. No, I can definitely check that out for you. So the gill's right behind your ear? On both sides? Okay. Well, let me go ahead and have a look and just see what I can find, okay? Move your hair a bit more. That one actually looks like it's in good shape. Are you getting enough oxygen through them? Okay. Alright, let me take a look at the other one. Yeah, this one does look like it's a bit sealed up. Yeah, you know what? Let me go ahead and just wipe that away with the cloth that I have here. Get some more cleanser on there. And this cleanser actually has lilac, jasmine, a variety of different florals that kind of help to clean the gill as sealed up as this one was, but couldn't hurt. Now I am actually going to give you a bottle of the cleanser to bring home with you. I don't suggest using it in your ears because that requires more of a delicate touch. Yeah, but I do think you might want to use it on your gills maybe once a month just to make sure that there aren't any blockages. All right. And definitely get this prescription filled as soon as you can. You'll be using the drops just directly in the ear, 2 to 3 drops twice a day. Yeah, try to keep your head out of the water or use special earmuffs when you're in deep water conditions, just until you clear up the problem. You want to give the water time to drain and evaporate from your ear, and you should be right as rain in no time at all. All right. I'll give you this, the prescription, and here's the bottle here. And when it comes to the cleanser, just use a drop on a cotton pad and just rub very gently, kind of like what I did, kind of in circular motions. And yeah, try not to get too much of it in the gill itself, just on the surface. You won't want to irritate it any more than need be. Okay? Well, it's been wonderful meeting you, and if you have any problems, please just feel free to give me a call. I'm here morning, noon, and night usually. I'm quite dedicated. So, is there anything else I can help you with today? Okay. Well, you have a great rest of your day, and I'd like to see you again next month, just for a checkup to make sure that the problem's been alleviated with the drops, okay? So as you leave, go ahead and schedule another appointment. Terrific. All right. Bye. How was it? See, I told you, it's very calming, right? Yeah. It's good to do that every once in a while, get a nice ear cleaning. Well, the next thing we have planned for you is a mermaid Phenicure. How does that sound? Okay, good. This will actually be your last treatment for today, and then tomorrow you can sleep in however long you like, and then I'll walk you over to the next treatment, okay? Great. Hi, welcome to Spellbound Spa and Wellness Center for Magical Beings. What can I do for you today? So you have an appointment booked for a mermaid Phenicure? Oh, terrific. Yeah, I didn't notice it right away because, of course, you have your necklace on, so you're sporting your legs today, aren't you? Okay. Well, have you been here before? Okay, so we won't worry about the check-in. Okay, so you weren't here for a Phenicure last time. A haircut. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and have you take a seat. We're going to have you in room 3 today, and I'll be the one who's helping you. So, yeah, just go ahead and get comfortable. What I'll have you do is I'll have you remove your necklace so that we can kind of help you slip into something more comfortable, and that way I can work on your tail, okay? Great, okay. We'll just go ahead and head to room 3. It's down that hall off to the left, and there's already a chair prepared for you there, so just get comfy. I'll be right there. Great. All right, are you all settled in? Fantastic. So now I have some nice aromatherapy candles burning. Well, we want to make the spa feel like a home away from home, so It's actually saltwater scented with just a hint of seaweed. Yeah. Do you like it? Oh, great. If it gets too strong, let me know and I can always blow it out, okay? Terrific. So you said you've never had a professional manicure before? Oh, then you're in for a real treat today, aren't you? Okay. So, yes, I'm very experienced. I've done, let me see here, I think I've done about 50 pedicures just in the past few months. So, yeah, they're quite popular and they're getting more and more popular each year, it seems. So, yeah. Now, what we'll do in this manicure is I will actually kind of polish your tail a bit. I have a very nice exfoliating oil that I will use, and we use oil just because it penetrates deeper into your scales. Yeah, we want to try to get any dirt and debris that we can out of there, just so you kind of have more, yeah, kind of more aerodynamic when you're in the water. You're able to typically swim faster. Yeah, and yeah, and it can prevent barnacle buildup. And when I give you the treatment today, I'll actually be looking for any barnacles or maybe algae that may be stuck in anywhere. Yeah, no problem. So, and then we'll kind of work on the fin itself, of course, and I'll. Okay, so you've been having a few problems with your fin. Okay. Okay. So what we'll do is we're actually going to soak it, and we'll do that just a bit later on. And I'll apply some kind of a softening agent to it. It's going to be cream, and that'll help me to kind of get any rough edges away. Yeah, we kind of get it really kind of supple and soft, and that way you're able to manage it better when you go home. And of course, I'll give you a bit of a massage, because what would a spa treatment be without a little bit of a pampering massage, right? Great. Now, are there any other concerns that you have that you'd like me to address today while you're here? No? Okay. Well, if you think of anything, let me know. Okay. So now this moisturizing cream for the tail polish, it actually has, it has a variety of different botanicals and essential oils in it. Of course, it has a bit of salt water just to make it hypoallergenic for you. It has seaweed extracts, ground clamshells, pearl dust, which is nice. Of course, a bit of pixie dust thrown in there for good measure, and a variety of different exfoliants. Yeah, so we have sand, of course, just a little bit of looks like a Neverland Lagoon beach sand. So that's the best of the best. So what I'll do is I'll put this on. Let's see. Really shake it to get all the sediment there from the bottom. Okay, and then I have just a nice hypoallergenic cotton swab. We used to use actual seaweed to apply it, and we found it just didn't work as effectively, so now we use the cotton swabs. It's organic, of course, but it seems to work a lot better. Okay, so have you just put your tail up here? Great. Your tail's lovely, lovely turquoise color. I had a mermaid come in here, I think it was last week, and she had a gorgeous black tail. I've never seen that before, but your coloring is beautiful. Yeah. What do you do? What do you use on it to care for it, usually? I've heard that's a great product, yeah. Now you let me know if there's too much pressure. I don't want to irritate your scales or anything. It does look like you have a few barnacles on the bottom side here, but it's nothing too serious. It's not widespread or anything. Yeah. Well, I recommend you come in here at least once every other month just to kind of check for any barnacles, to remove any algae that may be collecting. You have a little patch of it here, but again, it's not a big deal. But it just kind of helps to keep on top of your tail maintenance, I think. So now, do you have any plans for the spring? Oh. So you're going to Triton's Ball. Oh, that's great. I've always wanted to kind of check that out. I think I might try to get a ticket for it next year. They have little excursions that they offer us landfaring folk, where we can take a submarine down there, and they do an enchantment once we arrive where we can actually breathe underwater. So I was thinking about doing that, kind of saving up my gold pieces and doing that next year. I thought that might be fun. Treating myself to little elegance. What are you going to wear? Oh, that sounds gorgeous. Of course, a lot of glitter and glam, huh? All right. So, let me see. I'm just going to spray your tail with a little bit of water. It looks like it's getting dry. I know I can't stay in the air for too long, so I'm just going to moisten that a bit, okay? There you go. Is that better? So now we're going to work on the fin itself, and I'm just going to basically be rubbing in a non-abrasive moisturizer, because even though it's your fin, it can dry out, believe it or not, just because of all of the saltwater content that's in your environment. So yeah, so we're going to use this. It kind of gets off the rough edges, which is great because I know they can get kind of sharp and dangerous. So I'm going to put some of this moisturizing cream on there. I'm just going to use my hands for this actually because I really want to get it deep into the fins there. Yeah, the most important area to cover with this cream is actually where your tail fin or your fins meet in the middle there. It always starts cracking and drying out, so we're really going to get that moisturized, and then I'll kind of buff it out, and then we'll work on the little mini tail massage. It is quite dry too, so I'm really going to get it in there. Have you had any problems with it cracking or anything? A little bit, okay. Yeah, that's probably the root cause of the problems you've been having. is starting to look a lot better. Alright, we're done with that portion. Now I'm going to buff it out. I have just kind of a cotton wool pad that I'm going to rub over the fin itself, and it'll help the moisturizing cream get in there a little bit deeper. Yeah, it just helps to rejuvenate your fin pores and cells, and yeah, it'll actually make your fin look 10 years younger, which is, it's always a plus, right? So I'm going to buff this. This will kind of slough off any dead scales that you might have too, so it's a good thing, definitely. Kind of already working wonders for it, so I think you're going to be really happy with the results. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the massage portion. I'm just going to use a very light oil. Yeah, and then we're going to give you a nice pampering massage. So I just really want you to relax during this particular portion of the treatment and just kind of try to unwind as best as you can, okay? Okay, great. I'm just going to use very light pressure at first, just to kind of gauge how tense your tail is. And I'm going to work my way out to your fin. We're just going to do our best to kind of alleviate any aches that you may be having or any areas of stress. Alright? Toward the end, almost coming into your fin itself, you have a little bit of tension there, so I'm going to try to work that out a little bit. Well, yeah, it's just probably from swimming so often. Have you been doing kind of great lengths lately? Well, you made the trip to Neverland Lagoon. Oh, that's great. I've never been. I've always heard great things about it though, so I'll have to check it out one day. Do you have family there? Oh, that's great. and I'm going to let you soak your fin, just because the moisturizer I used is, it's really more effective. If it's exposed to water, there's an ingredient in it that kind of activates, when it hits water. So I'll go ahead and pour that for you, and then I'll have you soak your tail. And then, you're just going to put your fin right in the water, and it's just pretty much pure water with a little bit of salt added in. And then I'm going to leave the room and let you kind of relax for a little while, and I'll put on some nice relaxing music, and then when I come in we'll kind of dry you off, and then we'll be all set to go. Alright, so here's the water, so I'll put it right below here, and just, like I said, just go ahead and put your fin in it, and I'll let you have a nice relaxing soak for a while. Great. I'll turn the music on low so it's not going to disturb you at all. The goal here is just to make you relax, rejuvenate, and kind of recharge. Okay, wonderful. Okay, I'm back. How are you feeling? Oh, terrific. Well, I'm just going to dry off your fin, and I can see a little bit of your tail got wet, so I'll make sure to dry that off just a bit, so that you can put your necklace on, so that you're able to walk on out of here. Though you may be a bit wobbly, you're so relaxed, right? I can tell you're about to fall asleep. Okay, so let me dry you off. It was a pleasure meeting you, and I'm so glad I could help you kind of get your tail kind of glittery again. Okay, well, a variety of other services that you might like as well, so yeah. And you're more than welcome to just walk in. You don't need to necessarily make an appointment unless it's something a bit more involved. But a variety of our spa services are just kind of, based in a kind of a walk-in basis. So, yeah, you should be good. Okay, well, it was great seeing you, and have fun at Triton's Ball. I know you will. Good morning. yeah, yesterday you ended the day with a Finicure, right? Okay, well, your first treatment today is going to be a soothing and absolutely serene facial cleansing treatment. Really to just get all the debris out of the pores, and it's magnificent. Alright, we'll head over there right now. Welcome to the Fairy Tale Spa. How can I help you today? Oh, great. So you have an appointment with us? Terrific. Let me just look you up in the system. Can I have your name, please? All right. There you are. Great. All right, so it looks like you just are booked for a facial cleansing treatment today. Alright, well yes, we use all natural products here, so a lot of the things we'll be using will be fairy dust infused cleansing oils, probably some dragon's blood, moisturizing creams, things of that nature, and once we get you into the room, we'll have a little bit of a consultation to see what is the best regimen for you. Alright, does that sound like a plan? Terrific. Okay, well, I'm actually going to have you in treatment room 2 today, so I'll just have you head back there and I'll be with you in just a moment. Great. Are you all set? Okay, good. Now, definitely just make yourself comfortable there on the treatment chair. It actually has a massager in the back, so it'll be nice and comfy while you're here. Great. So, we have a few different cleansing treatments that I think might be beneficial for you today, just because they work for all skin types. But can I take a close look at your skin just for a moment to see if there's any additional products that I might want to use? Good, okay. Looks like you just have some dry areas here right along your cheekbones, but I think the moisturizing cream will clear that right up. And let's see here. Alright. Okay. I think I'm actually also going to use just a bit of our more kind of intense cleansing formula right here along your jawline. Yeah, I see there's a bit of pollen buildup, so may I ask what you do for a living? Alright, okay. So you are in the spring division. That would explain it, yeah. Busy time of year for you, right? Gearing up for opening season. Okay. We'll go ahead and use that kind of more intense cleanser. Of course, again, it's natural, so you have nothing to worry about. Do you tend to have sensitive skin? Okay. So, what I have here, I'm going to start with this cleansing oil. This is the one that is infused with fairy dust, and a touch of jasmine, and lavender, and just a hint of mermaid eyelash. Yeah, well, we actually have a treatment where we can dehydrate it and kind of grind it up into a powder, so it really does the trick. Well, they have a special chemical within their eyelash that helps to kind of get into the pores, so yeah. Oh no, it's through a donation process. Yeah, nothing sinister. Okay, so I'll go ahead and use some of that. Okay. Alright. So I'm just going to put it all over your skin. I'm going very gently here. We don't want to cause any irritation or anything like that. Go along your T-zone. The birds outside are going a bit crazy, huh? We have a little bird housing development right out back. Oh yeah, it's lovely. They have a bunch of bird houses set up on stilts, and oh, it's great. Yeah, they even have a little school, post office. So I have heard they've had some issues with sparrows running amok, going past curfew, things like that. So who knows how long the peace will remain in that little suburb. Huh? Okay. Your skin is actually in great shape. What do you do normally for it? Oh. Yeah, I've heard that Fountain of Youth cream is great. Yeah. Oh, you don't look a day over 205. Really? Wow. Your skin is so youthful. I don't think I see one wrinkle. It's terrific. Now, have you ever been in here for any wing treatments or anything like that? I thought I recognized you, yeah. Oh, yeah, well, no, we'll definitely schedule another one for you. That's not a problem. And maybe a hair trim or... Oh, yeah, we do all sorts of hair styling services. We even do we do manicures, of course, facials, makeup, yeah, makeovers. Definitely you should treat yourself to a day of pampering one of these days. Okay, I think that's terrific. Now I'm going to use some of this, the moisturizing cream that I was telling you about. Alright, and this one has just a bit of dragon blood in it, imp tears, and I'm trying to think of the last ingredient. Yes, oh, it's totally slipped my mind. Well, yeah, it has all the traditional things, ylang-ylang, vanilla, rose hips, quail feathers, that's what it is. Yes. So it's just this, oh, it has a lovely fragrance, very light. It's almost has a whipped consistency, so it goes on very kind of sheer and airy. So let's see here. Just a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. Temples here and work my way down your cheeks. Move your hair a bit aside here. There we go. Now is this color your natural hair color? Oh, it's a lovely shade of blue, yeah. Yeah, I actually had a friend of mine, and growing up, she had this lovely lavender colored hair. And as she got older, it almost turned a fuchsia. It was, yeah, very stunning. Okay, putting it all over your cheeks. you know what, let me use an extra, kind of a little bit of moisturizing here along your cheekbones. Now, are you going to the spring gala next month? Yeah, well, you have to come in before then and let us pamper you a bit, yeah. Well, you come in about once a month anyway, don't you? Yeah. Okay. That's that. Now, let me see, anything else? I think your skin looks great, but why don't we go ahead and finish off your treatment today while we let the moisturizing cream soak with a nice scalp massage. Would you like that? Okay. I'm just going to take your hair out. Perfect. Alright, just relax. Is that pressure okay? Okay, good. Feeling a little bit calmer. Terrific. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and wipe off that cream just to make sure that there's no kind of residual buildup, okay? And I'm going to use that kind of leave-on cleanser that I told you about for the pollen residue that you have here on the side. Yeah, well, it's very gentle, mild hypoallergenic, so you can just leave it on all day and then kind of rinse it off as you would normally your makeup at the end of the day. Okay? Just going to put a thin layer of it here on the other side. Well, you look absolutely fantastic. Your skin is just glowing now. Okay, well, I hope to see you again here soon. Yeah, definitely come back and see us. The next kind of step along the way is going to be a relaxing hair wash. Now, this particular hair wash is not going to have any kind of chit chat really, because it's provided by a therapist, and she's going to give you a nice scalp massage, and it's really just to let you unwind and kind of close your eyes and let go of the stress. Okay, she's right through there, and I hope you enjoy. So how was that? No, good. Well, we're going to head right over here, and this is one of my favorite parts of the package that we offer. It's a stress-relieving shoulder and neck massage. Yeah, you're in for a real treat. It's just through there. Hello. Welcome to the spa. Did you have an appointment with us today? Oh, no, that's no problem. We accept walk-ins. In fact, we have an opening right now. If you aren't looking for an all-day treatment, that is. Alright, so just something kind of relaxing, soothing. Yeah, that's not a problem at all. In fact, my name's Marianne, and I'll be the one helping you today. Great. So, have you had a chance to look at our menu of services that we offer? No. Okay, well, what exactly are you hoping to achieve today? Okay, it's just some kind of general stress reduction. Okay, well then you've definitely come to the right place. What I suggest is maybe a nice relaxing shoulder and neck massage. Yeah, we have some lovely massage lotion that we use. It's actually lavender with juniper berries, and of course it has fairy dust extract. It has a variety of healing properties. And of course it calms the mind, so that's definitely something I recommend. Does that sound good? Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get just your name and your address and basic information, and then we'll get started. Great. So can I get your name? Wonderful. And your address? Oh, great. So you're staying at the local B&B. Isn't it a lovely place? Yeah. The owner actually comes in here about once a month, if not more often, and she's just delightful. Okay. I'm sorry, what room number was that? Terrific. And do you have any current health conditions that we should know about, or any allergies, things like that? Alright, I'll put that down. Well, everything we use here is organic, so yeah, even if you have sensitive skin, there's nothing to worry about. Well, that's it. Short but sweet. So, what I am going to have you do is I will have you go ahead and go to the hydrangea treatment room. It's the first one there on the right. And I'll have you just get comfortable on the massage table. You don't really need to take anything off, but if you like, you can go ahead and take off your top and put on a robe. That's perfectly fine. And just go ahead and get yourself comfy on the table itself, face down, so that I can, so that I can come in there and work my magic. Oh, okay. Yeah, and the robe and everything is hanging up. There's towels in there if you need them. There's also a restroom in the room itself, so if you need to, Okay. Also, you'll notice when you go in the room, there's some refreshments, there's tea, things of that variety, so feel free to help yourself. Sounds great. I'll be in there in just a minute, and I'll knock before I come in. Okay. Oh yeah, you don't need to worry about payment. We actually add it to your room bill since you're staying at the B&B, and it's half off your first session anyway, and we have affordable prices to begin with. So you don't need to worry about that. Okay? Okay, great. Just make yourself comfy then. Is the coast clear? Okay, I'm gonna come in then. Alright. Are you ready to get a little bit of pampering? Terrific. So, let me just go ahead and adjust the sheet here for you. Cover you up a little bit more. It's a little chilly in this room. We had the windows open to let the nice sea breeze in, so. Okay, there we go. Snug as a bug. So, how we're going to start is I'm actually going to use these cleaning wipes, and not because I'm worried about any germs or dirt, debris, or anything so much, but for the cream that I'm using, the massage cream, to really work, particularly the fairy extract in there, the fairy dust extract, I'll need to have a clean surface when it makes contact with your skin. So I'm just going to use these wipes and make sure everything's all nice and clean, and then we'll get started with the actual massage, okay? But this should be relaxing as well. I'll just kind of wipe off your neck and then your shoulders, because that's really the key areas we're working on today. It's a lovely scent, isn't it? It's jasmine with a little bit of water lily. It's a lovely fragrance. Now, I forgot to mention, you probably have already noticed the kind of subtle aroma in here. I have a blueberry candle burning, so it's a blueberry crumble, so it has a bit of a sweetness to it. Are you alright with that? Okay. I just want to make sure. It's an absolutely delicious candle, if I do say so myself. I got it at the candle shop, which you'll definitely want to check out if you haven't already. It's a glorious place. I get lost in there all the time. But if it gets to be too strong, let me know and I'll go ahead and blow it out. Okay. So let me put the white cloud to the side. And I have the cream here with me, and as I said, it has a variety of different organic ingredients in it. It really helps to soothe irritated skin on a physical level, but it also helps to calm the mind and just kind of reduce stress alongside the massage, of course. So I don't have to use too much of it, but yeah, a little dab will do, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to start with the neck. And then we'll go from there, okay? along the sides of your neck here. It feels a little tense. I can definitely tell that you've been under at least a little bit of stress. Yeah, stress is never a good thing, so yeah. Well, as I'm making my way here down to the shoulder area, I can tell you've been under a lot of stress actually, so we'll try to help you with that today, okay? How does that feel? Is the pressure okay? Okay, good. Yeah, if you need more or less pressure, just feel free to let me know, okay? Make sure you're getting most benefit out of it. Going along your shoulder blades here, along the scapulas. Usually that's where I find a lot of knots, so really going to focus on those key areas as well. A lot of people hold their stress there, yeah. So tell me, are you enjoying your stay here in Gossamer Falls so far? Yeah. It's a lovely place, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I used to live in this little mountain town that's about a half-hour horse ride out of here, but there's just something about this place that really kind of pulled me in, so I've been here for about 10 years and I haven't regretted it. Yeah, I haven't regretted making the choice to kind of relocate here. It's just a great place. People are so friendly. So how many of the sights have you seen so far? Oh, yeah, I'm sure you're going to have a very good time here. It's a lot of fun and most of all, it's just kind of an enchanting, relaxing place. I think that's what I love about it the most. was the last time you had a massage? Oh, so it was quite a while ago. Okay. Well, like I said, we offer all sorts of specials, so especially for residents of the B&B. But if you do decide to become a permanent resident here, we do have deals going all throughout the year. Usually every season we offer something extra special for our regular clients, so. Now, have you checked out the antique shop yet? Oh, yeah, I only say that because I was just there this morning, and you'll definitely want to pay them a visit when you get a chance. They have some fantastic stuff there, stuff you won't find anywhere else, I can assure you. Okay, we're just about done. How do you feel? Oh, great. It's good to hear. Well, I'm gonna leave the room, and just please take your time getting up. Don't rush. And when you're ready, just go ahead and meet me back in the lobby. And yeah, like I said though, just take your time. Okay. How are you feeling? Oh, that's good to hear. Okay, well, I'm actually going to send you home with a little complimentary container of our massage cream, and I highly recommend you just kind of massage your hands, massage your shoulders, maybe your feet, whenever you feel a little stressed out, and it will definitely do the trick. And then, of course, come back in to see us as soon as you can. Alright, are you ready for your last treatment? Good. It's a mermaid tail wrap. Yes, it's mainly to polish your tail and to get rid of all the kind of the dead scales, things like that. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it, yeah. Welcome to the Fairy Tale Spa and Wellness Center. What can I do for you today? Okay, so you have an appointment. Oh, that's what I like to hear. Okay, let me look at our schedule book for today. You must be like 12 o'clock. Nice to meet you. I'm Hyacinth. I'm going to be pampering you today. Yes. Okay, so now I don't need to get any of your information really because you have been here before, right? Great. Now, is this your first time getting this particular service, though? It is. Okay. So, the schedule book says that you are in for a fin wrap. Is that correct? Or tail wrap, I guess. Oh, no, they are fantastic. I'm, of course, not a mermaid, but unfortunately. but I've had several clients tell me that it's such a great way to treat yourself, and it really helps get rid of the dead scales and things like that, and yeah, return the vitality to your fins. But what I'm going to have you do, well, first of all, do you need anything to drink? Would you like any coffee or tea or anything? No? I also have some algae tea if you'd prefer. Or, no? Okay. Well, you just let me know if you do. And I'm actually going to have you in the aquamarine treatment room. And I'll have you take off your necklace pendant so that we can get that tail all exposed. Yeah. Get rid of those pesky legs. And I'll go ahead and let you get set in there, and I'll start preparing all the things I need for it. This is not a very lengthy treatment, but it is very relaxing and soothing, and so I think you're really going to enjoy it. Okay? Great. I'll have you head in there then, and I'll be right with you. Perfect. Okay, are you all set? Wonderful. So, what we're going to start with is I'm just basically going to spray off your tail just so I can get it kind of moistened and hydrated, and that's going to kind of give me a good base for the seaweed wrap treatment. Okay? I'm actually going to put a towel up here around your waist so that we don't get all wet, and the seaweed wrap stays where it needs to stay. Okay. Perfect. Okay, now I'm just going to spray it off. Lovely. Yeah. Your fins are just fantastic. Yeah, you must, I was just going to say, you must get your vitamins in. I have heard that. I've heard that krill can really help with that, yeah. I'm not a big fan of krill myself, but I know it's a delicacy in the Mer Kingdom, so... and I can see why. Really works wonders for your coloring. Move the towel a little bit up. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so wipe off my hands real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually apply this. It's an algae cream mixed with a little bit of seaweed and aloe vera. It really kind of exfoliates your tail and just kind of replenishes the moisture, makes it a little bit more vibrant in terms of color, and really puts a nice glossy sheen to your scales. So I'm going to put it on here. It's kind of almost a lotion base. I really like it. Let me see who makes it. Looks like, let me see here. Ursula Industries. That's unusual. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna rub it into your tail here. Get it really nice on there. You might feel a little bit of a tingling sensation, and that's just kind of it working. But if you feel any discomfort at all, if you feel any kind of irritation or burning or anything, just let me know and I'll wipe it off right away, okay? Get it washed off there. And again, let me know if you need anything to drink or eat, okay? Getting it all over. Make sure to get the fins at the end here. Okay. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually wrap your tail up in one of these warming towels. So it's going to help the cream absorb more into your scales. And then what we'll do is we'll basically apply more water, we'll spray more water on to rinse it off. Okay, after it sets for a little bit, of course. Okay. Get another towel. Not too warm, right? Okay, good. Okay. Just gonna kind of massage over the towel. Just make sure it soaks in. Okay. Alrighty. I am going to leave the room and give you some time to just relax, some you time, if you will. And I'm going to have the music playing softly in the background so that you can just kind of de-stress and unwind. Okay? I'll be back in just a couple minutes to spray off the fin and tail mask, and then we'll get you on your way, okay? Great. doing? Oh, good. That's what I wanted to hear. So, I'm gonna take off the towel now, or the towels. You have a pretty long tail, I was gonna say, yeah. And then we'll spray off the mask so that it kind of dissolves. Everything that, all of the beneficial ingredients, nutrients, things like that, the minerals, they've all absorbed into your tail. So we'll just basically be spraying off the leftover cream. Okay, let me unwrap you. I'm gonna spray off with some water. And as I go along, I'm gonna be wiping off with a towel just to get that excess off of there, okay? In the water, I also have some essential oils in there. There's lavender, chamomile, a little bit of salt, of course. Yeah. Give everything a good wipe down. Yeah, you actually absorbed a lot of it, which is great. That means your fin needed it, so that's good. Yeah, especially down here. Your tail looks absolutely amazing now, I gotta say. Looked great before, but now it looks stunning. Okay. Do you ever polish it or anything? Oh yeah, we have some great polish actually in the lobby. Really affordable, has all natural ingredients in it. Kind of gets off the barnacles. Yeah. Oh, I know, I had this poor thing came in here a couple weeks ago and she had a snail problem. Yeah, it was really bad, but the polish actually has repellent in it for those kinds of things, for pests, so it's great. Okay, one more spray. Perfect. Wonderful. Okay. No, it looks great. Let me see if there's, let me wipe off right here a little bit on your fin. Okay. It looks great. Let me just kind of feel if there's any rough spots or anything. No, looks great. So I am actually going to leave the room and let you get all redressed. You can put on your amulet again if you like. If not, we do have a swim-off port if you'd prefer to do that. But you're all set. Yeah. Well, if you meet me up at the front desk when you're done, if you like, I'll go ahead and give you a free sample of that. The polish I was telling you about. It's absolutely amazing. Okay. Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you, and I hope I've helped you to relax a little bit today. And giving you a stunningly sparkling tail, of course. So, I do hope you come back and see us again soon, and we love having you. And it's been a pleasure. Okay. I hope you enjoyed your stay with us here at the Mermaid Resort. Checkout is for tomorrow morning, so please feel free to enjoy the lagoon or grab a bite to eat in the cafe, whatever you like. Everything's included. And I hope you get a good night's sleep. All right. See you soon.